guys, I'm back with an arts and crafts project. You might have recalled in one of my vlogs that I was going to do something with our sale and sign cards and our pins. Well, here it is. You can see I have a Shadowbox, twine that I'm measuring out, and a hot glue gun in the background. And let's get started. Now you can see me trying to measure everything out and cutting the twine. Then I take my hot glue gun, which I'm kind of prepping, make sure I got the glue ready to come out. And I glue one of the corners of the shadow box. And actually I had an old scrapbooking tool. It's like a, I forgot what they call it, but it's a sharp piece of metal, like a needle almost, and it helped me put the piece of twine with the glue into the corners better. So you can see I'm doing the other side. And doing the same thing, just kind of stuffing that corner in. And just making sure it's secure, because I had to take a couple attempts because a lot of the times it was kind of pulling out. So thank goodness for editing and me doing a voiceover, so I didn't hear my cursing. I was able to get this more streamlined for you guys. And I had to go get another hot glue stick, the stuff in there. And here I'm working on the other side. Basically trying to make a big X for right now. Just gluing the side, well, at least one of the sides again. And just doing the same thing for each side again. And that's another thing I had to deal with. Trying not to burn myself with the hot glue. It's not always fun. So now what I'm doing, I'm making shorter cuts of the twine. And now I'm making like little X's, I guess you want to say. So I guess glue it from like the center of like the top center, I guess you want to call it, from the X, the big X. X marks the spot, I guess. And just kind of glue in that one area. And just kind of double securing it on top there, just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere, because I had no corners to stuff that little piece of twine with. Making sure that little bugger stays in place, you know. Then I'm going to make my first little X and just glue it on the side of the other center of the X, if that makes any sense, but you know what I mean. Oh, and also I caught myself. I had to detach that one end and re-glue it. I forgot I wanted the twine twine the twine or twist around the twine a little bit just to make it a little bit more accented. Then I just reattach the piece of twine back to that corner again. And I'm just going to repeat the process 4 more times. Just going around each corner of the shadow box and doing the same exact thing again. So you kind of see what I was trying to go for, and it almost looks like, in a sense, almost like netting, like a fisherman's net type thing. That was kind of the motif, I guess you want to call it, where I was going for. So I'm just finishing up that one last little piece of the twine and the hot glue, and I could see a piece of hot glue hanging from my hand, and I'm cleaning up all the mess from it because, guys, it was messy. So just trying to clean up the little bits and pieces of the dry glue, and you know how it makes that like little like strings of almost feel like spider webs. So I was cleaning all that up. All right, the last snip and trim of that piece of twine, and we should be good. All right, I'm putting that to the side for now and getting ready for part 2 of the project. Now, if you think part 1 is a little messy, just hold on tight for part 2. Now, this is the back of the Shadowbox, and I purchased separately cork board, which I'm laying out right now, trying to measure everything up. And this stuff, guys, was messy. Just get the little pieces everywhere, so just beware if you do something like this. And I'm just taking like an X-Acto knife type thing, or a box cutter like I have in this case. Try to lay it flat because it kept curling up on me. Measure it up and just use the knife to cut the edges. So I just basically traced the whole back of the shadow box. Alright, so I'm going to line up my cork board to the back of my shadow box. And guess what, guys? What we're going to be doing again, we are wiping off all the dust and debris and using the hot glue gun again. Yay! See if I could burn myself again. So I'm just basically just gluing the sides, the edges of each of the back of the shadow box. And I'm just going to glue it and lay it down flat against the cork board. Oh, I had to reload my ammunition. And just glue that one side. And I'm gonna line it up and glue it to the back of the shadow box. And basically repeat 3 more times. Alright, it is complete. And alright, you see all of our sale and sign pins, and I'm just gonna put them at the back of the cork board. And this is future me. While I was recording and editing this, I realized I ran out of memory. But it was pretty much done what I had to do, and this was the end result. Well, it's kind of hard because I'm trying to find the place with the least amount of glare. And You see all the pins that I have entered or pushed in the back. Actually, we're missing 2 from 2017, or no, 2016. We're missing 2 pins from now. I don't know where they are, but all I did was buy these little like little clothespins. Basically, they are mini clothespins. If I attached each single one of our sale and sign cards, there we go, kind of focus now. And I'm part LCD with this, but they are in order. Obviously, with the blue card from our first cruise. Then, actually, the first cruise was the Breeze. Then on the Splendor, the Pride, this was our wedding cruise. Then Sunshine, then the Pride again, then the Dream, then the Sunshine again, then the Horizon, then the Paradise, and last but not least, the Miracle. So there's 10 sets there. 10 sets of 20 cards, one from each one of us. But I thought it was just cool because actually I got this idea when I was in Michael's getting those little plates for my bracelet. It was actually a photo frame. Kind of had the same idea with the twine crisscrossing and little, I don't know if they were clothespins, maybe they were, of holding pictures. I thought that would work with selling sign cards. I've been wondering what the heck to do with them, so there it is. And the best part of it all, guys, you can take the back off and replace them with more. So I hope you like what I did with this. I know I did. So hopefully you find this helpful and maybe inspirational. And actually, that's a good question. Do you keep your sale and sign cards or whatever your cruise cards? And what do you do with them? Leave a comment below because I'm curious to find out what you guys do with them. So until the next time, maybe I'll do another arts and crafts. Who knows? Since it's the second one already. But thanks for watching, guys, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye!